All right, how are we doing tonight, ladies and gentlemen? We are live again with the Outer Worlds. We're going to go in here and make some more evil and stupid decisions for the next few hours, see how we do, have a little bit of fun. Bear with me for just a moment here. I'm going to send out the Twitter link and make sure everybody knows we're live. And remember, if you don't get all the alerts and everything for my streams, if you follow me on Twitter at Fisty McRib, I always post them there, along with some other little things here and there. So I'll be happy to see you there. Give me just a moment here and we'll get started. Okay, there we have it. We'll just put a brief little hello here in the chat. Okay, here we go, here we go. We're all set. As always, as you're watching, if you hear anything weird in the audio or anything like that, give me a heads up, let me know. We're going to continue here, and the good news tonight, what I hope is good news anyway, I spent some time today. I got my ISP changed over. I moved from Comcast to Verizon Fios, so hopefully that means we have a higher quality stream. Hopefully that means we don't have the dropouts that I've been experiencing over the last handful of streams, and we can be a lot more consistent. I pushed my output rate up to 1080p, so hopefully that is better for everyone. This game's always a bit slow when you load in. It kind of takes a minute to load in all the textures. And when we left off, we had gotten to... we had just gotten to the Groundbreaker. Okay, and YouTube is telling me the stream's current bitrate is higher than the recommended bitrate. We recommend that you use a stream bitrate of 4,500. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? We're just going to roll with it for now because, you know, overkill is underrated, I think. If it ends up being a problem, then we'll address that next time around. But according to the speed tests I've done today, I've got tons and tons and tons of speed, so 4,500 kpbs ain't nothing. We can do it. All right. Let's go ahead. We're going to head to the Groundbreaker. And the first time we leave, we're going to pick our companions. And of course, we are going to take Parvati. And we're going to take Vicar Max, because those are the only two we have, so why not? Let's go ahead and see what we can find here on the Groundbreaker. This is one of the coolest set pieces in the game. It's absolutely fantastic. Once we get loaded in again, of course. So in the game, you don't really see yourself getting on and off of your ship or docking it, but, you know, goes without saying we can assume that we have docked our ship there. There's Max, there's Parvati, and someone named Jen Elson.
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Welcome to Groundbreaker, by the by. Don't mind the heat. Got a few days before it reaches critical. I'm sure Miss Chief Tennyson will get it sorted before then.
Oh, I'm sure she will. Maybe, depending on
Smells
what
like grease and unwashed
decisions we
bodies.
make.
Just as I remembered.
Anything to say, Parvati? No, nothing from you? Okay. Well, we'll keep going here. And, yeah, so we got a couple people popping in here. Go ahead and by all means, say hi in the chat. I'll try to keep an eye on it as we play.
One of my workers.
Yeah, with a toss-ball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get cute with me again, you little back bay brat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is the Groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am. Now move along.
I don't have time for this. I need a drink.
All right, so we've got a little altercation here between a corporate trooper, a Mardette, and Felix.
Going for a stroll around the docking base?
I noticed you were in the middle of an argument there earlier.
Sure was. Got a knack for upsetting the board and the Mardettes all at once. Between you and me, I was hoping they'd come to fisticuffs.
Okay. So, that guard threatened to toss you out of an airlock. It's almost like you wanted to get arrested, and I heard you knock someone out with a toss-ball stick. That sounds interesting to me.
The guy insulted my Rizzo's Rangers, all right? You can't just insult my Rangers and expect to get away with it. So, of course, I decked him with a toss-ball stick. I mean, what am I? Some kind of fair-weather fan?
That seems like a bit of an overreaction. Rizzo's Rangers? Or, okay, slow down. What exactly did you do? So, of course, we are new to the system here, so we don't know what Rizzo's Rangers is. At least our character doesn't. They are one of several corporate-owned tossed ball teams. We can ask him, slow down, what exactly did you do?
Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
I gotta love this old-fashioned English they use here. Canaplex in the chat says, yay, it's the Maniacal Moron run again. Yes, it is. Yes, indeed. We're going to see what trouble we can get into here. All right, so finishing up with Felix here, and that's when you resolved your differences like an adult, right? Oh boy. Or so you defend the honor of your team. You know what? I'm kind of a tough guy with this character, so yeah, so you defend the honor of your team.
Exactly. I was only doing what any self-respecting Rangers fan would have done. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
Cirque says, hey, Fisty. Hey, Cirque, how you doing tonight? Welcome to the stream. All right, so finishing up with Felix here. Former dock worker just tendered his resignation with that tossball stick. So you got any plans? Sounds like you're better off on your own, or you're just lucky you're not serving a sentence. Well, I'd like to recruit Felix, so we're going to ask him if he's got any plans.
Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
Well, yes, indeed it would. That's me, captain of the Unreliable. Technically, the previous captain died in a horrible accident.
So your ship's got a dark and violent history? This is just too perfect. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time.
I never caught your name. Mine is Old Man McRib, because, you know, why not?
Felix Millstone. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
See you around, Felix.
See you around, boss.
So, while that conversation was a bit inconclusive, ultimately the next time we try to leave the Groundbreaker, Felix will be waiting for us at our ship to ask for a job. And then we can give him a somewhat entertaining job interview as well. Okay, and we're stealing if we take that stuff, so we don't want to do that yet. Mardette.
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Customs and inspection. Corporal Leonard Wheeler. Let's see what he's got to say.
Identification, please.
Dumb. You're guarding the door, so I'll call you guard. You're welcome.
That's only about the third or fourth dumbest line I've heard all day.
Only the third or fourth.
Seems a little high. That was barely a 3 in my humble opinion.
Hey, that's better than half. Could be worse.
Could be better, too. So, identification.
We can present Alex Hawthorne's ID, introduce ourselves as Old Man McRib, or let's say, hypothetically speaking, I don't have an ID. What happens then? Yeah, let's just lie. We're Alex Hawthorne.
Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
Yeah, this is our friend that we learned about in our terminal entries in the end of the last episode. Udom Bedford has a tendency to impound Alex Hawthorne's ship so that he can try and either A, hang out with him, or B, try and convince him to turn in Dr. Wells. So how do I get this resolved so I'm stuck here, or I take it back, I'm not Hawthorne, and that isn't my ship?
Oh, thank the law. I could use a diversion. Tell me more then. Really sell it to me.
Okay, let's see here. Captain Hawthorne abducted me and made me work his ship for free. I'm a prisoner. Help. I won the ship in a poker game. Hawthorne gave me his ID so I could fly it. Hawthorne died in a crash. I took his ID so I could fly his ship, or I'm just borrowing it. Let's roll with Captain Hawthorne abducted me and made me work his ship for free. I'm a prisoner. Help.
I like where this is headed. What happened to this vile kidnapper?
He's dead. I killed him. He disappeared in the night. Yeah, I killed him.
You must feel terrific. Good for you.
I do. I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty cool. So you believe I'm not Hawthorne?
Not in the least. Good story, though.
All right. So how do I get this resolved?
You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it.
Well, no surprise there. All right. I take it this happens a lot.
Just the opposite. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations here.
Surely this must be some sort of mix-up.
They must have a real big bee in their bonnets then. Everyone knows you don't trifle with Groundbreaker if you want to get your goods on time.
If I had to take a guess as to why, you probably riled up the wrong petty board bureaucrat. A man named Udom Bedford.
Yeah, that's who it is. Great, I'll talk to him and straighten this out, or, yeah, I'm gonna wring this Bedford guy's neck.
You take the starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
I'm not gonna do your job for you.
Now, hold on, it'll just take a minute.
Fine, what is it?
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay. Tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
No promises.
Of course. What am I to you but the guy who's got his eye on your ship? Is there anything else I can help you with?
Let's see here. We can say we're looking for someone named Gladys. Can I find a job around here, or what can you tell me about Udom? I think we've got enough information there, but this is kind of interesting. Seems like there's some tension between the board and Groundbreaker.
You noticed, huh?
Just a little. Dumb option. All right, we've got our moron option. I'm bright like that.
They can't abide an independent township, especially not one they got to depend on. We're the first and last stop out of this colony. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them.
Okay. Yet your station's in a state of disrepair, so you could make the board fix it. Why can't Groundbreaker and the board just work together? I'm glad it terrifies them. The bastards keep pushing them, or sounds complicated. That's where we're going with this.
Sounds like, yeah. But from where I sit, it's all coming through loud and clear. They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we may do all right. So far, anyway.
All right, well, so we can ask about Gladys again. I think we're pretty good here. The board, well, let's get a little more lore in. The board runs most of the system, don't they?
Yep. Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bays. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year.
All right, well, thanks for the info.
Sure thing.
Okay, let's go ahead. Yeah, can I find a job around here? Let's ask that one. Why not? We're already this far.
Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. Two biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though.
Oh, excuse me. Okay. Most of those jobs are going to take me off station. I'm not necessarily opposed to that. That's all I needed to know about work. We know where to go.
All right.
See you around.
Be seeing you.
All right, it looks like we've got a few more people popping into the stream here. As always, do feel free to say hi in the chat. Try to keep an eye on it as we play here. And we have another security window here, and I think we can get ourselves a first quest if we talk to them.
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't for leisure time nor loitering.
Yeah, what bounties do you have available? I've done bounty hunting before. I'm great at bounty hunting.
Got a hot one for you. Captain Gunnar McRed. Just 26 hours old. The posting, that is. Not the criminal. Allegations include several counts of flying under the influence, carrying open alcoholic containers, failure to pay docking fees, resisting arrest, and assaulting not one, but two officers.
Sounds like my kind of guy. Flying under the influence of illegal substances? Assaulting two officers? I can see why he's wanted dead or alive. Let's ask about the influence of illegal substances.
Swerving in the air was more like it. Then he crashed hard into the dock and tumbled out of his ship and fled on foot. Spilled Rizzo's Violet Spectrum vodka all over Officer Hartley. An affront of its own, considering none of us are approved for anything higher than green spectrum.
All right. Any leads on where I might find this guy?
Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want the reward? Do the legwork.
That I can do. I'll take the posting.
You and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before someone brings me McRed's head, or his lucky lighter, as proof of kill. I do hope you're the lucky hunter, though. Good luck and skip speed to you.
All right, I'll be on my way. Well, there may be some other bounty hunters, but they are nothing like me.
Could I have a word with you, Captain?
Vicar Max wants a word.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland.
Oh, everybody's yapping in the background.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then...
Captain.
Oh, good, it cuts it off.
If
Good.
I could trouble you for a moment of your time, while we're on the Groundbreaker, I may have an idea for how we could find a translator.
Max wants to find a translator for the book we stole for him that is written in French, and he can't read French. So you know somebody who can read the book?
I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
All right, that sounds like a good lead, but how do we find him?
That's a good question. Fortunately, we're in the perfect place to start. This is where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
Okay. How is it that a simple vicar happens to be such a highly skilled hacker?
Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain, secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock.
Ah, okay.
I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems.
All right, sounds good. Let's go.
Thank you, Captain.
So, if we want to sneak in there, a quest objective requires you to enter a restricted area. If caught inside, you will be shot on sight. Using a disguise will prevent immediate hostilities. Now, this is not Fallout New Vegas, so we can't just dress up like the
scholar.
We can't just dress up like the other faction. Instead, we need to pick up these ID cartridges. So we found an ID cartridge to use with the holographic shroud. You will now be automatically disguised when entering the associated restricted area. So now I should be good to go, and I believe I can just walk in. I guess we'll find out. Okay, trespassers will be shot on sight and fined. Shot on sight and fined. Holographic disguise activated. Your holographic shroud is activated, giving you temporary access to this restricted area. Moving drains the shroud's energy. When it runs out, personnel will see and interrogate you. Talk your way out of the interrogation to reset your shroud. It'll get harder to talk your way out the more you are interrogated. Okay, so we are now disguised, and we can have a look around. We can pick this lock.
Great work. There it is. Just yank the drive.
And here's the terminal. So let's go ahead and eject the docking records data cartridge that Vicar Max wants. But then we also have some terminal entries here. Confiscated goods. Detained a freelancer who was cagey about his business. Confiscated his personal belongings while he waited for questioning. Modified pistol. Joke, or jock. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. A hatchet. A metal loop. Prayer beads by OSI. Locked container. Owner refused inspection. He fled before we could get down to it. Left his things behind, so they're stored in the back of the security station until the idiot shows his face again, which is likely to be never. We can also check security logs. Sublight put a bid on one of our impounds. Generous one, too. Negotiate for the usual finder's fee and then give Lilia her salvage. Brawl at the Lost Hope. Freelancers versus board. Freelancers won. Arrested a freighter captain with more bits than brains. Hawthorne's ship impounded by order of Udom Bedford. Still no clue why Hawthorne associates with that bored snake. A guy from the back bays roughed up the Moon Kid. Raving mad, warned me that the moon was going to bring about the end times. He was flying high on whatever McRed grows down there. Got a sworn testimony that McRed was spotted at the Rest and Go. Not that anyone will corroborate it. Reminder to keep an eye on Gladys.
Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking for ended up.
Okay, so we got the data cartridge that Max wants, but we also learned about some stuff that might be interesting and valuable. Let's go ahead and loot. Can we be caught stealing?
Great work.
It looks like they're trying to get to me here.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm busted. Lie. Nothing at all. Intimidate. Whatever I want. Persuade. I was just leaving. And let's go with nothing at all.
Just don't make more paperwork, right?
So we have now reinitiated our holographic shroud. Okay, I want to steal all the things here. Just because we can. But we gotta wait until this knucklehead's out of the way. I don't really need all of these things. I just want to steal them because we can. Uh-oh, are you coming around or are you going back outside? Okay, you've went away. Good. That means I can finish taking all of this stuff. And here is the hoop. We're going to steal it all. Prayer beads. So I'm pretty sure all of those things can show up in on our ship as unique items. Go away. Go away, tough guy. I want to steal your stuff. I'm going to steal all your stuff. What are you doing? Go away. I don't want you here. And I don't have the means to kill you without alerting all of your friends. Turn around. That's it. That's it. Go away now. Bye-bye. I need none of these things. I'm stealing them purely because I can. Okay, we've now stolen everything that the security team has. And we're going to leave out the back door.
Nicely done.
And look at that. We are back to safety. Very, very good indeed. Let's head back into the Groundbreaker here. We're going to get the big reveal while we go look for McRed to hunt this bounty. This is the big reveal moment here on the Groundbreaker.
The glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch, Triple Flakes, and Purple Berry flavored Power Nuggets. Now with 12% more crunch.
So we've got all the unique corporate jingles. I mean, you gotta love this. Look at this place. This just looks amazing. So we're going to do a couple of things here. First, I'm going to upgrade my rifle. And I don't think I can just buy it. Let's try, though.
You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip? Ah, that's how you know your weapon loves you back. I got a full line of weapon modifications I'd be happy to show you.
I'll bet you do. Let's see what you got for sale. Okay, can I buy tactical shotgun? That's not what I want. Nope. She sells the Deadeye Assault Rifle, which is going to be a highly effective sniping weapon that is also semi-automatic. Now, there's no way that I'm going to get this from her without getting caught. Whoa. You're kind of creepy there, buddy. Just like standing there looking at me, being all weird in your funny hat. Go away now. Screw it.
What do you think you're doing?
Okay, we can lie, we can intimidate, we can persuade, or we can bribe. So again, we're going to lie.
Sorry for the misunderstanding.
Yes. Thank you. You should be apologizing to me. You should be apologizing to me all day for being creepy while I try to steal things. And she, of course, has no idea. And that's the beauty of the Outer Worlds, is if you get caught being a dirtbag, all you have to do is pretend you're not one. So we got that, and now in here we can
Anywhere, you hear?
recruit another companion, and we can complete the side quest for Corporal Wheeler. But perhaps more importantly, we can meet Martin Callahan. Martin Callahan is basically everyone's favorite character in the Outer Worlds. He is ridiculous, he is funny, he has a cool hat, and we'll come back to him later. I think Martin Callahan deserves a little more activity going on the stream so we can have some fun with him. So we got a few people watching now, but we'll come back to him later when hopefully some more people are on and we can make some more jokes about it because it'll be more entertaining.
Gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
These stairs are board property. Disperse now or I'll detain you for trespassing.
Oh, real scary. You're really gonna arrest us on our station?
Yeah, this is Chief Junley's ship.
Canaplex says, Moon Man. Yep, everybody loves the Moon Man. We'll go back and visit him in a bit. Let's go ahead down here, and we're going to see what we can do with McRed. See if there's anything creative we can do conversation-wise, or if we're just going to shoot him in the face.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
Yeah, I'm not scared of you, tough guy.
Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum.
Yum, yum.
Feed the flames.
It's nothing personal. Promise.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
Speaking for myself, Captain, I am not of a mind to be murdered by a psychopath who plays with fire.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain.
Captain McRed. Okay, well, it doesn't look like we have the ability to pass the speech checks. And I'm pretty sure once we leave here, he's going to attack. But let's try.
You stumbled into my court without an invitation, neighbor from above. If you don't have any business, then it's time to light up the grill.
All right, well, we can try and get out of it one more time. If it's nothing personal, I'll just be going.
No one turns their back on me while I'm holding court. Get 'em, boys! Look out!
All right, no choice. We're going to have to fight. Try and stay alive. This is a tougher fight than it looks. Oh, we got to level up. Looks like our companions did a little bit of damage. As did we. Ooh, that doesn't look good. Scrap Mechanical is going to be pretty tough. We can handle it, I'm sure. Come on. There we go. And it looks like we've cleared the place out. And I didn't even use my new fancy gun. That's kind of disappointing. Go ahead and loot everything in sight. Mag picks. Now we can safely steal everything down here because everybody's dead, at least in this part. Got some bits. Some mods. All kinds of good stuff here. Pack of smokes. So we blew everyone up nicely, and we got to level up. So let's go ahead and do that. Canaplex says, I was lucky on my first run through. I had Felix in my party by chance and got a pass in this area, so didn't have to fight anyone. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So if we had gone back and gotten Felix, then maybe we could have had some unique options there. That's one of the things that I think is really cool about this game, is that it doesn't really matter how you play through it. Like, the general story is, of course, always going to be the same, but there's so many little different choices you can make that will lead to different things that until you've played through it 50 times, there's at least going to be something new that happens every time through. And I really, really like that. Okay, so what do we want to boost up next? Stealth, our hacking and lockpicking could stand to be a little bit higher, but I think I want to keep going with medical and science so we can add another slot to our inhaler. Let's get to the next level. Yeah, let's boost our ranged weapons up a little bit too. That's good. Very, very good indeed. Okay, so that's all of that. And now we've cleared that out, but are we ready to turn the quest in? Yes, that's who goes there. So based on the bounty listing, Captain McRed was last sighted. Make sure you grab his lucky lighter. Did we actually loot his body? Let's make sure we did. We did not. Okay, there it is. And we've got some weapons now, so let's go ahead and equip our teammates with some better weapons. We've got a shock cannon, a heavy machine gun, a Spacer's Choice hatchet, the Montag. Heavy weapons. That's probably better suited to... Well, does Vicar Max do heavy weapons? Let's give it to him. Why not? We'll give him that, and then he's got his telescoping staff, which is better than the melee weapons we have. We'll go back to Parvati. That weapon kind of sucks. Let's give her something better. We could give her the bolter pistol. That looks fun. Yeah, let's give her that. Oh no, this has a silencer on it. Yeah, I might just keep that one for myself. Let's give her the heavy machine gun. Or should we give her the flamethrower? Let's give her the flamethrower. And then she's got an impact hammer, level 5. That one's level 4, so she's fine with what she's got. Alright, I can work with that. Armor, clothing, sneak plus 5. Let's might as well give her that too. That's good. That'll offset some of the stealth skills from her power armor. So I think we're good to go there. And Richard Mack in the chat, Old Man McRib in space. I gotta lay off the devil's lettuce. It is indeed Old Man McRib in space. That is probably the best description of this run. We are being dumb, and we are making evil choices, much as we do with Old Man McRib in Fallout 76. So yes, Old Man McRib in space makes some sense. I see on my radar some more bad guys. Let's go ahead and sneak through here a little more. I want to change out some weapons. All right, we're going to put that bolter pistol here because it's silenced. Let's see what we can do with that.
There we go. That one's done for.
There we go.
That's the last of them.
All right, we had a couple of enemies here.
Don't shoot. I'm with Junlei.
And this is a unique thing we can save for our spaceship. But first we need to deal with this person. Private Letty Dixon. Everything here is stealing. Even though she's not one of these raider types, she'll still get mad at us if we steal stuff. So let's talk to her.
Haven't seen any new faces down here since I arrived. Not sure how long ago that was. McRed tends to incinerate anyone who comes by.
Yeah, that won't be happening anymore. He's dead.
Ah, it's too bad. I mean, he was a scary fucker, total pyromaniac, but you know how it is. You meet a guy, get used to his quirks, and then blam.
You're probably better off up in engineering than down here with the outlaws.
I'll get back to my post. See you topside, stranger.
Yes, please leave so I can steal everything now. Goodbye. Had enough of you. Okay, I want toys for my ship. I want toys for my space boat. Go away so I can take them without getting in trouble. And lots of useless food items. Bypass shunts, mag picks. More stuff to take, more stuff to take. Any other stuff to take here? Oh, we gotta pick this lock, okay.
Handled beautifully.
So this is one thing with the Outer Worlds. It really is very, very much designed for looters in mind, so you can just take everything. You don't hit your carry weight easily. It's very satisfying.
Can you imagine being frozen for 10 years, sailing through space in a room such as this?
Plasma rifle will take you. Empty bins, empty bins. That's no fun. Empty bins are no fun. Just got done talking about how good you are for looters, and you give me a bunch of empty bins. Okay, what else do we have here? I think there's another path we can take. A little more exploring we can do. We can head upstairs. Another lock to pick. And we've got more enemies on this side.
Here we go. We are just that good.
You gotta love the companion dialogue choices here. Pep pills. So this is a nice little area to just go through, take out some enemies, grab this thing, pick up radiator parts. We'll grab that. So on our little side quest that we can do for June Lei, she will actually send us down here to get that. But seeing as we're down here, and it looks valuable, we might as well just take the damn thing. And we'll sneak through here. Anything interesting? Here's a bunch of stuff. Okay, we're back here. I thought there was still one more area we could go through.
Even the proverbial unwashed masses would turn their noses up at this place. Cut them off.
Oh, Vicar Max, you're such a snob. For somebody who is in prison and, you know, working as a minister in Edgewater, you're a little full of yourself. Okay, there's an enemy there.
Take him down.
So, it looks like these weapons we've given our teammates are pretty effective. I'm not going to have to do a whole lot of work, am I? Alright, so we've got some blackboards up here. Who ate my lunch? Free lunch equals best lunch. I think most people would agree with that. I've got another assault rifle. So lots of stuff we can scrap for parts. Another impact hammer. More Adreno. And these must be the things that McRed and his crew were working on. We've got lots of magic mushrooms down here. That must be what the people were getting high on. And McRed, it seems, might have been occasionally getting high on his own supply just a little bit. Plasma cutter. I'm never going to use it, but it looks cool. And I'm pretty sure I saw a terminal back here. Let's go ahead and steal everything else in sight, because that's what we do. Give me all the stuff. All right, we've got a notepad here. Let's take a look at that. Junior mycologist's log, or is it mysologist? I think it's mycologist. When I settled on Groundbreaker, I thought this would be my gateway to the stars, the beginning of my epic tale as a spacer. Now I grow shrooms for a bunch of outlaws. Not even for selling. They just eat the damn things by the handful. Some of the crew have been tripping for weeks. Suppose it could be worse. Heard of a sublight contractor who got dissolved in chemicals and flushed down waste treatment for stealing from Lilia. Now McRed, he's always happy to see me. Calls me his fungus lad. Update. McRed just set a man on fire for having his laces undone. Shit. Maybe I need to be more careful about what I'm growing. Ought to find something that calms him down. Time to experiment. Yes, indeed. So, I don't know, Richard Mack, did we just find the source of the devil's lettuce in space? Is it this guy? And that terminal doesn't work. Okay, so that notepad must have been it. Or is this more? Nope. So that must be all the lore we had here. That's fine. I can live with that. All right, let's head back up to security. And go ahead and turn in our quest. Because why not? It's... Oh, that's the wrong way. So we could fast travel, but... Yeah, you know what? Let's fast travel. It is a bit... We're going to have to go through a couple loading screens with the elevator anyway. Oh, never mind. I can't fast travel from this location. Okay. Well, if that's the case... Cirque says, into the void, get high. Alright, we'll head on back up. Get credit for our little side quest. So, at some point, we're going to have to go meet June Lei. And we know that Parvati really wants to meet her. And anyone who's played the game before knows that Parvati's got quite the crush on June Lei. So, you know...
Rizzo's Purpleberry Punch.
Being a not very nice character, we could make some pretty not very nice choices there. That might be interesting.
How goes the hunt? I've been ruminating on it, and I decided, if you ain't killed McRed yet, I want you to hurt him a little before you do. Nothing excessive, mind you, but the scoundrel deserves a light beating at least before he kicks off.
Well, good news. I killed Captain McRed, and I roughed him up before I did him in.
I believe I'm growing fond of you, bounty hunter. If you got
As
the
you should.
Mardet's backs, the Mardets have got yours. Here's the bounty payout. Nice work down there. With any luck, we can hire more sharp-eyed bounty hunters like you in the future.
All right, let's see here. So, do we have any more available?
With that bastard McRed dead, there ain't much else in the offing. Not that I'm complaining, mind you.
All right, so McRed is dead. Let's go ahead and scrap some stuff. Break down. All right, let's see. What can we break down here? Well, we don't need this. We don't need that. Never going to use that. Never going to use that. Plasma rifle, assault rifle. Okay, both level 6. Okay, don't need 2 of them. The hatchet. Never going to use that. Never going to use that. I think we're pretty good on heavy guns at this point. So that's good. And yeah, let's hold on to that. Lockpick +5 could be useful. Okay. That's good. So now, that's right. I want to find a vending machine and sell off my junk. There's some vending machines out here. And we have a nice hold Z to sell junk button. Gets our weight down a little bit. All right, we've still got... is there anything else we can sell? The auto-mag pistol, I'm probably never going to use that, so... You know what, let's just sell that. How do I do that? Oh, I might not be able to sell that. No, there it is, E. Okay, I'm just missing it. I'm just blind. That's all. Okay, keeping that stuff. We can sell off any melee mods, but I don't have any melee mods. Well, melee weapon skills, that we can sell. Dialogue skills, that could be good. We're going to hold on to that. Ranged weapon skills, that could be good. Fun times barrel, critical damage. Well, let's sell that. I don't think I really need that. This is all going to help reduce our weight a little bit. All right, we got 69 out of 120 pounds. So that's not too bad. Cirque says, I don't know why I think the Chips theme song would sound great while in combat in this game. That could be. That could be the case. I enjoy this game. I'm enjoying it a lot. Okay, so now, what's next? So we can go after the science weapon. Let's do that. Acquire the science weapon on Groundbreaker. The logs on Hawthorne's terminal mentioned rumors from the Groundbreaker of a scientist who bragged about a powerful weapon he was researching. Perhaps more details can be found on the station. Another of Hawthorne's logs mentioned looking in Gladys's shop for old records. Apparently the smuggler acquired several leads that way. Okay, so how can we find it? Let's do a couple of things here. Now, if I remember correctly, there might be a way to just get to it. Okay, maybe not.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regular
Crew quarters, and what's up here? Nothing.
The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for...
Okay, we're going to find this science weapon. Because why not? Let's see if we can talk to Gladys.
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
Oh, Parvati. Okay, so I'm going to do something bad here. I think we have enough sneak to do it. I still can't get my quick save to work. Okay. Oh no, you know what? I think I know how to do it. Controls, edit key bindings. Quick save. Where are you, quick save? Quick save is F5. We're going to remap that to F6. Now we're going to put it back to F5. Okay. There it is. Okay. Now that was it. I just had to redo it. It's really strange. I seem to have to do that with a lot of games. Okay, so what I want to do here is pickpocket this guy. Can we do it? Can we do it without getting caught? Can we do it? We can. We did it and we didn't get caught. We've got the rest and go key card. Well, somebody must have just fell off of something. Now we can go in here, and there's all kinds of stuff to steal. Close that door. And I bet our companions are going to follow us in and get us caught. Not yet. Pick this. See, look at all this cool stuff. I don't know what any of it does. I'm just going to end up selling it to a vending machine or scrapping it for replacement parts, but can steal it, why not steal it? Requires rest and go keycard to unlock. I have the rest and go keycard. Do I need more than one? Oh, maybe I need more than one rest and go keycard. Oh, that's disappointing. Okay, well, we still did a very bad thing.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement.
Can we pick his pocket again?
Story.
Does he have another one on him?
Do you have what it takes to
Is that what this is?
corporate township from the
No,
dangers
he's
of wildlife?
got no more keycards.
Talk to your local manager about applying for military training.
All right. So we've got some sprats. We've got some bins back here. Some garbage cubes. Cirque says, my only real knock on this game is I wish it wasn't so linear, more to explore, more content, especially with random encounters, side quests. Love the environment and humor, just want more. Yeah, I agree. I don't know that I'd call it linear. There's so many ways that you can do things, but as far as the exploration and the random encounters, I do get that. At the same time, though, I also understand how Obsidian makes games. And if you go back to Fallout New Vegas, you'll find, too, there aren't a lot of random encounters in that either. Everything's very static. Everything is very much in the same place. There's a few, but not many. And this game is very similar to that, just there's not as much of it. There's not as much environmental stuff to explore. Now, in the first DLC, they definitely changed that. There's a lot more environmental storytelling. There's a lot more just like terminals and pieces of lore to explore. So they definitely did good with that, and I hope they continue that in the future. All right, so let's talk to Gladys.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for
Poor
a
old woman, huh?
reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient or an oven. Just like store-bought.
Yeah, talk it up, Granny. Okay. Phineas sent me. He said you could sell me a nav key to Stellar Bay.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction.
Thrown to the void.
Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
Oh, do you now? So, pay 10,000 bits. I'll take the nav key to Stellar Bay.
Fantastic. Do be careful with it, dear, as these keys tend to be a tad hard to acquire. You should have a chat with Lilia Hagen in the Sublight offices. She's a dear. You'll love her. Now, was there anything else?
Well, that kind of threw me for a loop. I actually didn't think I had 10,000 bits to pay her. I thought it was going to tell me I couldn't do that, and then it would make me do her side quest. But, yeah, so, okay, well, let's talk about this opportunity you mentioned anyway.
Yes, dearie?
I'm ready to look into it. Sure, whatever this opportunity is.
Ain't that just a treat? So, you know Edna, over in engineering? On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
All right. Maybe it's... Oh, we have a dumb dialogue option. Oh, no. A ghost message.
Aren't you precious? No. The young man on the video was flesh and blood, all right.
Could be it was automated. Mr. Thompson used to automate the intercom in Edgewater to say all sorts of things. A bit saved is worth two in the bush was his favorite. Never did figure out what he meant.
Neither
Edna
did
didn't
he.
seem to think so, and I trust the dear girl's judgment. Well, maybe not in men, but she knows her comms. So, like as not, someone's been down there recently. And if someone set up shop in Roseway, I'd wager they got something to hide.
If it's a corporate town with something to hide, why the SOS? Sounds like an opportunity, all right. Or if they're hiding something, won't they be liable to shoot on sight? Let's say it sounds like an opportunity.
I appreciate a man who knows one when he hears it. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors.
I'll bet they
The
will.
more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs.
So you need someone to snoop around for you. My services don't come cheap, and I can see where this is going. Count me out. Yeah. My services don't come cheap.
Neither do mine, dearie. Old Gladys knows the value of good work. You'll be compensated accordingly, I can promise you that. Should you find yourself responding to a certain distress call, and in so doing find yourself in possession of certain valuable corporate secrets, well, then we ought to have a chat over a pot of tea and my famous cookies.
All right, well, I'll stop by if I find anything.
Law bless your Adams. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
All right, let's see what you've got for sale.
I found a handsome ceramic mandapillar at a salvage auction last week.
I'm sure you did. Oh, and we got to level up. Okay, so now what I want to look for here are quest items. So here we've got the Battered Mardet data pad. Wow, and I've still got... not only did I have 10,000 bits, I still have almost 3,500 left. Okay, I'll take that. Let's just go ahead and buy it. The old datapad contains incident reports from various Mardet security patrols. Most are details of simple finds and dust-ups between the crews of Wildcat freighters and corporate haulers. 2 entries have been marked for later review. August 7th, 2344. Responded to a code ID10T. Ha ha ha, for those in IT, you know that well. At the last hope, Vera asked us to bounce some Back Bay rat that got himself soaked in Spectrum Red. Drunken fool got into a scuffle with one of the Engineer Tennyson's people. We tossed the rung leech back down to the bays. Asshole fought us the entire way, telling us we'd be sorry once he controlled the hammer's power. If this is some new Hammersmith marketing stunt, I'm complaining to Sunita. October 25th, 2344. Had another run-in with the rung leech from the Last Hope. Don't know how the uppity piker crawled out of the back bays without us noticing, locked himself into the repair bay off of docking slip 13 and refused to come out. Kept raving about the weapon's chaotic beauty or some shit while we were trying to talk to him. Had to break off when our shift ended. Hullhead's gonna come out eventually. Okay, and now we've got the Hephaestus Mining Archive cartridge. This data cartridge contains the public records of Hephaestus Mining's outpost on Scylla. It can be viewed using the captain's terminal on the Unreliable. Let's go ahead and buy it. I don't remember off the top of my head what exactly it's for, but let's go ahead and buy it. Okay, so now we want to go ahead and find this science weapon. Now, I do remember there is something else we can steal here.
Okay, keep him quiet.
Okay. Official seal of the Halcyon Holdings Board. Now, trying to steal out of here is not easy. We've got lots of people in line of sight. I don't think we're going to get away with it. Let's do a quick save and try. Because why not? Oh, we can't even get to it from this angle. Uh-huh. So I've got to be, like, right up on it. There's no way I'm getting that. Maybe we can talk our way out of it, though.
What was that? Careful. What was that? What do you think you're doing?
Ooh, I don't know. Lie. Nothing at all.
All right, scram.
Okay. Now, can we steal it? Can we finish it? I like the idea of just stealing everything in sight. I don't really care about the rest of the stuff in here.
We got a fight on our hands.
Uh-oh. Now they're pissed. That wasn't what I was going for, so we are going to go ahead and just load back up. I'm fairly certain if we wait a little bit there, we'll be able to steal that if we need to.
Understood.
So
I'll keep my head
we'll
down.
cross that bridge when we come to it. So it looks like we can get away with one attempted theft.
Planet. I know Monarch's a move.
All right, let's see here. Okay, so Parvati. Parvati has a level up perk available. Okay. Let's see what she's got. We can take some of these, or we can take tier 2, range damage, extra armor rating, melee damage, or chance to extract mods. Let's increase her range damage. And yes, we want to allocate that. And Vicar Max. We can upgrade him as well. Range damage, armor rating, dialogue combat effect duration. I don't really use the dialogue combat effects. I probably should, but I don't. Let's also increase his range damage. We'll let our companions be able to do some of the fighting for us here.
Monarch is a wretched hive of terrorism and anarchy. We'd best top off our ammo stock before we leave.
Wretched hive of terrorism and anarchy. Okay, now I do want to make sure I've... Oh, I can level myself up too. Okay. So I need to level up my tech. I remember that I need to do that because I couldn't upgrade something I wanted to upgrade. So we're going to do that. Then we're going to take a perk. All right, so I've got to take one more in this category before I can get tier 2. Let's see what we've got here. Companion critical hit, don't care. Science weapon magazine size, don't care. Damage per flaw, don't care. Base armor rating, don't care. Ammo stock and vendors, who cares? Carrying capacity, that's probably what I'm going to end up with. Walk speed, damage when alone, no, no, no. 20% vendor prices. Yeah, let's boost the carrying capacity so we can continue to loot without consequence. That works for me. All right, now I want to go ahead and activate this science weapon thing. All right, weapons from the void. And here's our quest marker, 120 meters this way. So how do we get there? Let's find out. There's also another little unmarked side quest that I want to... That's sending us back to our ship. I don't want to go back to the ship. Oh, it wants us to go get Phineas's science weapon. Oh, here's the other one. All right, groundbreaker weapon. Okay. All right, now we're getting somewhere. We'll figure it out. Groundbreaker weapon. Let's climb up here. Yep, I remember this now. Oh, no. Okay, now I think there's something special I have to do with my jumping. I may forget what I'm doing. We'll see. Adreno. There's security. We can go ahead and unlock this. Sounds like our companions are having some difficulty. That's right. Okay, you kind of jump and then do another little jump in the air. Okay, it is a little bit challenging. There we go. Made it. Okay. Small percentage of weapons and armor you may find are considered pristine. They have more durability and are worth more to vendors. Okay, so I must have found one of those. Let's see what we picked up. We've got a revolver. We've got a bolter pistol. Looks like that's a pristine bolter pistol. But the one we have has the Whisper Quiet muzzler on it, which is going to be more useful for me, unless that already does. No, it doesn't. Okay. How about armor? Did we find some armor? Dialogue skills. Nothing special. That doesn't do anything for us, so that gives us extra sneak, extra lockpick. Let's go ahead and use that. It'll take down our defense a little bit, but we'll be sneakier, so that's a good trade-off. We've got a few more in the chat here. Velvet Eon says, hey, Fisty. And then there's a icon that I can't see. And is this made by the BioShock team? No, this is made by Obsidian, the Fallout New Vegas group. Now, most of the people who worked on Fallout New Vegas, of course, are not there anymore, but it is the same company that did Fallout New Vegas. Is that an openable door? That is not an openable door. Huh. What am I doing wrong here? I thought I needed to go that way. Maybe there's a... Am I missing a sneaky place to go? No. No. Okay, well, if I jump down here... Well, let's try it. Oops. I didn't mean to shatter my own legs. Maybe it's this way. Everyone's jumping off and breaking their legs. Where am I going here? What's this door do? Barred. Well, that's no good. Can't have that. Are we jumping up here? No. Huh. I don't remember. Uh-oh. Oh, we don't want to get caught stealing. Alright, so that's not where we're going. I remember this being just kind of silly. Gotta climb on top of the lockers, Canaplex says. Alan Page says, finished it today, now I need the DLC. Yes, and if I remember correctly, you got it through Game Pass, and unfortunately, the DLC is not included with Game Pass. You're gonna have to, uh-oh, I broke my damn legs again. Gonna have to shell out the big bucks for that one. Okay, let's just keep looking around here a little bit. I think it was the other lockers I needed, but let's just look around anyway. We'll take a couple of those. Anything useful in here? Bunch of nanners. Empty bin. Why not? We'll take all of this stuff. Alright, so it must have been... Okay, so it was the other lockers that I needed to get on top of. I should have known as much. Pretty sure I did know as much and just wanted to continue exploring a little bit. Okay, so let's try... Alright, get on top of the lockers. Oh, there it is. Okay, now I see what we're saying. All right, so can I jump up from here? No. Here. Don't steal. Don't get caught stealing. Now we go through here, and it looks like we've got some enemies to handle. Uh-huh. Outlaw squad leader.
Who would like to die first?
Oops, I shot Vicar Max. Probably shouldn't shoot Vicar Max. Kind of like this bolter pistol. It's pretty cool.
Everyone all right?
All right, looks like we've cleared the place out. Or I should say my very well-armed companions cleared the place out. Repair hanger keycard. Let's look for that instead of wasting 4 mag picks. Search some of these bodies and I'll bet we'll find it. There it is. So if we take a look around here, it looks like they were working on a ship. Can't actually get anything up there. Rick Ward says go back to the barracks. Yep, we got there. Canoplex, or were those bunk beds back there where you were? Yeah, bunk beds, lockers, whatever. Who knows? It's all good. All right, and now we can take one of these science weapons. The prismatic hammer. Josh Weapons R&D Department. Science weapons. Science weapons are unique weapons that have strange and powerful effects. Science weapon damage and the strength of their effects both increase as your science skill is increased. Josh engineers ensure our bottom line and fire rates are sky high. Yes, indeed. Okay.
Now, I don't say this lightly, but that is a work of sheer universal beauty.
We are going to equip Parvati with that. It's fairly effective. It's pretty cool looking. Why not? And we also have a terminal here with some lore. Main menu, Prismatic Hammer, Research Terminal, Logs. Looks like we've got 4 entries. Log 1, Discovery. While rummaging through the back bays, I discovered a very old Hammersmith crate that seemed to have been sealed for a very long time. A bit of elbow grease and determination pried it open, but I couldn't make heads or tails of my discovery. A prototype hammer. I didn't know Hammersmith actually made hammers, but I've brought it to my lab for a closer look. How strangely it glows. The trail of its wake lingers even when my eyes are closed. Mystery. Entry 2. I've spent more time on the hammer. Its internal workings are state-of-the-art. Thermal, electrical, and chemical systems all working in harmony. How is this even possible? The weapon is a breakthrough in circuitry and engineering, and many of its systems appear rigged against tampering. There's a curious energy signature swirling about the weapon, though I've yet to identify the source. The air tastes of copper, and I have lost several teeth. Well, that is probably not good news. Yeah, sorry, Parvati. Hope you hold on to those teeth. Log 3, Troubles. I've had the most sublime prismatic dreams since I invited the hammer into my bedchamber. Never mind that for now. Good news first. The energy signature matches Blondio's elusive end rays, raising the hammer's elemental properties to 4. Shock, plasma, corrosion, and radiation. Now for the bad. In my attempts to neuter the self-destruct functionality, I inadvertently caused a small fire. The hammer's manual controls may never function again. Swinging it seems to be the only way of cycling through its elemental modes. I must take greater care with future experiments. And log 4, Annihilation. I've taken the liberty of locking myself in the workshop. My tinkerings were all for naught. This is no prototype. I am simply too flawed to recognize its perfections. The hammer is a lesson, a symbol. It whispers to me that disorder rules all things, but with a little ambition we can harness that power. Only by inflicting chaos upon others can we transmute disorder into harmony. And that is a lesson Halcyon is not ready to hear. Okay, return to route, exit. So, Parvati, about that hammer, if your teeth fall out and things start smelling like copper, I don't know nothing about that. Leave me alone. I didn't do it. Okay. So, from here, we've now completed that. We got one of our science weapons. We can go talk to June Lei. Catching up in the chat here, Declan says, Fisty, I've missed your videos. YouTube turned off notifications for you, and I thought you just quit YouTube. Feels good to be back. Yep, definitely didn't quit YouTube. I know the YouTube notification system is just really weird. I know it is. For anybody out there that is a subscriber, or if you're not a subscriber, definitely do that. But, you know, if you want to be aware of when my stuff goes live, especially when I live stream, I'll admit I'm not good at remembering to post on Twitter when my videos go live. But if you follow me on Twitter, I always post on Twitter when I go on a live stream. So by all means, feel free to follow me there. And I'm even going to start using it a little more. I promise. I'm going to keep promising that. And one day I might actually keep that promise. But I will at least let people know when I go live on stream. Okay, so where are we at next quest-wise? Distress signal. All right, I'd like to keep going with the groundbreaker. So passage to anywhere. All right, we got... Oh, no, that's what we're on now. Passage to anywhere. Talk to Udom. Tell Dr. Wells we have a nav key. Solution vital. Talk to Wanda Dorset. That's going to lead us off the groundbreaker. And Salvager in the sky. Now that you have access to Stellar Bay, Gladys suggested you speak with Lilia Hagen in the Sublight offices. So we can open up a lot of little side quests here. And then there's also drinking sapphire wine, which I don't know why it doesn't say that's on the groundbreaker, but it is. Parvati wants to meet June Lei. So I think that's what we'll do next. I'm going to ask everybody to give me a minute here. I'm going to take a quick break. We're going to do about a 3-hour stream tonight. So I am going to follow up on a couple of last-minute things I have to follow up on here. I will be back in 3 to 4 minutes. Please do talk amongst yourselves. Have fun. I'm not going anywhere. I'll be right back.
Where are we headed? Hey, take your time.
Okay, everyone, I am back. Oh, I'm using too many computers here, and I can't keep track of what mouse does what. Okay, cool, we're good. All right, we are back up and running. Let's catch up on the chat here. Let's see here. Canaplex says, contrary to what the Halcyon Corporation would want you to believe, boogers are not a good source of protein. And Declan says, how do you know this? It could be very true. But if it is, that protein is, unless it's someone else's boogers, you're just consuming your own protein, which would be counterintuitive. All right, so I want to continue exploring around here. There is a hidden quest. Wouldn't even so much say a hidden quest as a secret little interaction you can find, and I just have to remember where it is. I think, if I remember correctly, is it behind here? No. And don't worry, we'll get to the Moon Man. I have not forgotten about the Moon Man. I think it might be near the weapon store. So I am really pleased so far with this stream, and let me know if I'm streaming apparently at a much higher bit rate than is recommended by YouTube. So if that's not looking good for people, let me know. My guess is that YouTube is handling it just fine. But I changed ISPs today. I dumped Comcast and went to Verizon Fios. I get much faster speeds, and most importantly, it does appear that the weird connection and speed drops that I've had on my other streams, they don't seem to be a problem. So we are an hour and a half in. I haven't noticed any of that nonsense, and that makes me very, very happy. All right, let's pick some locks.
Nicely done.
That's not it. Okay. I know we need to do a little sneaking. Uh-oh, we've got some rabid sprats. Uh-oh.
Everyone all right?
We've got more. Okay. Let's see here. We keep looking around. This is just one of those little things that you're only really going to find, at least as far as I know, you're only going to find it if you explore. Achilles 377 says, dang, totally forgot you were on a live stream. Hate Comcast, terrible internet provider. Yeah, I've had them for like 3 years now, and the main reason I kept them was because I have a lot of downtime when I'm at work sometimes, and there was a very convenient Xfinity hotspot that I could jump on, but it appears that that hotspot has gone away. So at this point, well, why bother with Comcast anymore if they're not doing the trick? There he is. Okay. We've got manta pillars. Let's take care of them. All right, we've cleared them out. We've got some dead engineers. Ms. Huey says, hello, Fisty. Hi, Ms. Huey. How are you doing tonight? Okay, and here we've got Private Taylor. The toilet is overflowed and he's trapped.
Easy. Thank you, stranger. Shit, ain't that a relief?
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Let's talk to
You have
him.
no idea how good the air on Groundbreaker smells until you've been trapped in a tiny bathroom with an overflowing toilet. Thanks again, friend.
So now we have some options here. What happened? How long were you in there? I did you a favor. Now what are you going to do for me?
You're gonna shake me down after I was trapped in a shit-covered bathroom? Is that how it is?
And we can intimidate. I can always lock the door again. Persuade. Are you going to pay up or are you just going to stand there smelling like shit? Just make sure people know I helped you out. I suppose you've been through enough. Yeah, I think we can't resist this one. You going to pay up or you going to just stand there smelling like shit?
Fine. Here's every bit I've got. That enough for you? Or do you want my shit-covered clothes as well?
I mean, if you're offering. Keep your pants on, smartass. Don't tempt me. I'm considering the possibilities. Don't tempt me. I'm considering the possibilities.
You're a sick man. You never should have come here.
Yes, I am. Okay. Ms. Huey says, just got off work. Have a good game. Wanted to say hi. Well, hi to you too. Have a good night. All right. So, hey, we rescued him. We insulted him. We treated him like shit, which he should be familiar with at this point. But I wanted to see how that would go if we weren't so nice. Here's another door we can open. So that was what I was hunting for. Don't want to just drop down there. Ooh, we have a barred door. Let's see where that goes. Another bathroom. Is that back where we were? Oh, that's right back where we were. It's not another bathroom. It's the same bathroom. I'm getting all kinds of turned around here. Okay. Climb down the ladder. We have rescued our unfortunate friend. And this is behind the weapons store. So lots of things we can steal. Or is maybe behind... Oh, this is behind the Lost Hope. So the Lost Hope key card, we'll take that. And we're out of sight of everybody, so we can just steal everything. With our new 50 extra kilograms of carry weight. That should be very easy. We'll take it all. Nothing too spectacular there, but hey, why not? Now we're behind the Lost Hope bar. 2 doors. This looks like a kitchen. And we have a chef. Anything interesting to say, chef?
Need directions? Try an engineer. Groundbreaker's a bit of a maze.
Yeah, I'm good, buddy. Okay, let's try this door here. And this brings us out in the bar.
This is Halcyon News.
Halcyon
We interrupt
News.
your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife and the unemployed?
Yes, I do.
Talk to your local manager about applying for military training and lend your life to protecting our wonderful brands and products.
Lend your life to protecting our wonderful brands and products.
The news packet had the toss balls.
Okay, so at this point, our next step, we can go meet June Lei. But first, we're going to head in here and meet another companion.
You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene.
Yes, you are. Okay. Awkward silence.
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene?
Yeah, a little bit.
See, Umfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jesse in the first place.
What's this about your friend?
Let me get one thing straight. Jesse and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay?
Yeah, whatever.
As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors.
Interesting. Maybe I can look in on Jessie. Wait, you don't even like her, but you're checking on her? Jessie's situation sounds normal to me.
Yeah, if she's in the morgue.
How do you know she's not sick?
Because I'm a doctor. I know what illness looks like. And Jessie was looking as sleek as a sprat in the Tyleritos last time I saw her. And anyway, if someone suddenly comes down with a calamitous disease, it doesn't stay secret for long around here.
I suppose that makes sense. Word would travel on a spaceship. Maybe I can look in on her. Let's do that.
Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
I do know something you don't know because I have a magic little thing that lets me do whatever the hell I want. Let's see here. Dr. Mforo.
What seems to be the problem?
I want to see Jessie Doyle.
If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount, so no, you may not see her.
Bet I can if I want to. We can pass a perception check. The records say. Have you actually spoken to her yourself?
She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying.
See you around, buddy.
Take care.
I guess I'll just go in the other way. Can I use your terminal? Messages. To Captain Irion. Subject, where are my automechs? From W. Dorset. That would be Wanda Dorset, the person we're supposed to meet for that little side quest. I need a status update, Irion. I'm assuming that's how we pronounce that. I know you boasted about the Scylla shortcut, but could you maybe venture through a pocket of space that isn't infested with pirates? You know pirates, the ones who love cargo and hate rules. Here in Medbay, we've got blunt tools, watered-down meds, long shifts, and shaky hands. Don't let me down. Okay, so that must be what she's looking for. Logs. Staff shortage. I'm at my wit's end coordinating with any authority outside of Groundbreaker. The board won't dispatch a surgeon unless Junlei agrees to share a third of all docking revenue, and Spacer's Choice won't send supplies unless we make an exclusive deal to use their products. No thank you. I've seen enough shoddy needles breaking off in patients' arms. I need to chat with Junlei about this, but she has problems of her own. Some of us are growing concerned about the cost of Groundbreaker's independence. So maybe there's some people willing to trade a little bit of freedom for a little bit of security. Interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk to Wanda Dorset. We might as well get
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter
quest
captain?
progressing a little bit.
If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service.
Okay, let's see here. Wheeler told me to tell you to get off his ass about your shipment.
Did he now? The mouth on that man. I swear his late mother'd be ashamed.
Yeah, he said it, not me.
He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate.
Okay, well, I could try to find him. Who's Irion, or what do you need mechanicals for? Well, we already know she needs them for as doctors in her clinic. Who's Irion?
Our delivery man. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits.
I can try and find him.
I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday.
I bet you do.
Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type.
Well,
You
and
look
I
out,
am.
though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
Oh, crawling with outlaws? That sounds good. And I am the adventuring type. Okay, so we've got a restricted section back here, which means we need an ID card, which is conveniently right there. Look at that. Let's just head back in. No worries there.
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
Yes, Parvati, sometimes I do wonder that, but I also don't care. So this must be Jessie. Let's talk to her.
Rats is on rotten time. Leave me in peace. You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you?
Ellie sent me.
What? Why?
Not sure how I knew her name, but okay.
Fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone.
Sounds like you're hiding from somebody. Open that door before I kick it down.
Should have known she'd send a bruiser after me. Damned if I don't rue the day I saved her scrawny little hide. Inadvertently, I befriended a bloodhound in the process. All right, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
Like the level-headed folk that we are, I think you've got some high expectations that might need to be brought down to earth.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath.
Deny it all you want.
You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low.
So you came back here to lay low. I can lie and tell her I do work with the board. Ellie asked me to help you, so that's what I plan to do. Or what did you do that got you in trouble? Well, I don't really care. Let's lie. I do work for the board.
Oh, laws. Wait, don't gut me and skin me yet. Please, talk to Bedford. Tell him I can pay, a part of it, and I'm a useful person to know. Just ask Ellie. Surely you wouldn't drag me before him. I'm dreadful contagious. I just know if I face him, I'm dead.
What did you do that got you in trouble?
What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear.
Okay. Yet you think the board had someone follow you and now you're hiding out.
Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. All right, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years.
So I take it you stole it.
If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay?
Maybe.
I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent.
Okay, well, I guess I can talk to Udom for you. I need to go talk to him anyway.
Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Yeah, I wouldn't get too far ahead of yourself. Not really sure where this is all going to end up. Okay, our bar is about halfway down, so we got to hustle out of here. Okay, we made it out safely. Now we've got to go talk to Udom, but first we'll talk to Ellie again. She's in debt with the board and thinks someone's after her. I'll handle it.
Good luck. The board's got an office on the promenade just before engineering. You can't miss it.
All right, we'll go talk to Udom. We've needed to do that anyway. So that kind of gives me a chance to talk about the goal for the stream tonight. I'm going to try and accomplish all the tasks that need to be accomplished on Groundbreaker before the end of the stream tonight. There's some quests that will take us off of Groundbreaker. I'm not too worried about that part yet, but I want to go ahead and explore this area completely. So here is Halcyon. This must be the board office. And this must be Udom Bedford.
Organized, efficient, competent. Well, mostly.
I think everything in here is worth more than I made in my whole life.
That is probably true. We can clearly see that the board does quite well in Halcyon.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he.
No, indeed I'm not.
Something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Yeah, something happened to him, all right. So, we've got a couple of choices here. We can tell him Alex is dead. Forget Alex, why'd you impound my ship? I'm gonna wring your scrawny neck, you sprat fuck. Give me back my ship. Alex isn't important. I'm here to turn in Phineas Wells. So, that's an interesting path, and it's one that I haven't personally taken. So, yeah, seeing as we do want to do some evil, let's see here. Alex isn't important. I'm here to turn in Phineas Wells.
What?
Lie. Wells? I meant smells. It really smells in here. Maybe you should open the door.
I'm sorry? I'm quite certain I heard Wells. Phineas Wells.
Phineas smells? That's not a very nice thing to say about someone, even a wanted outlaw.
But you... It's always like this with you tramp freighter captains.
Oh, Captain Beatrice.
Captain, stop pulling the man's leg.
Why?
Yes, please do. I have a fragile constitution, I'll have you know, and this runaround is like to give me a cold.
Yeah.
On second thought, maybe you should be mean to him just the littlest bit.
I recant my earlier statement. Mr. Bedford deserves what he gets.
I've met circus sprats possessed of better manners.
You're just asking for more, Udam. So about my ship.
Fine. You're free to go. I've removed the impound order on your ship. But before you go, I did have one request. Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
I don't know. Why is the board so interested in Wells? Why do you think I'd know anything about Wells? I know where to find Phineas Wells, or Alex never mentioned him. Yeah, I know where to find him.
You've changed your mind?
Ha, gotcha.
You absolute rascal.
So, about Phineas.
You've changed your mind?
Gotcha again.
You absolute rascal.
Oh, that's all the further it goes. Let's turn him in.
You've changed your mind?
Yeah, I have. We're going to turn over Phineas.
An apprehension of this caliber would be tremendous for my career. I would send you straight away to my superiors in Byzantium, but...
Let me guess. There's a catch.
Just a teensy one. The teensiest. Nothing to, lie awake worrying about for nights on end or anything. The thing is, I needed money. A lot of money. Quickly, for reasons.
So far, so entirely expected. What happened?
I might have pawned my official board seal to Gladys, the black market fancier on the Groundbreaker. I can't authorize the paperwork you'll need to turn Phineas in without it.
Stray too much from the straight and narrow, and one may just find himself assigned pastoral duty in a maximum security penitentiary.
To give away something so important to you, must have been for various reasons.
I'll thank you not to question my motives, young miss. It was a mistake, and I'd like to put it behind me. It's only temporary, of course. I'd never leave something so important in the hands of someone of such dubious moral character. I was going to buy it back once I raised the capital. So you'll need to get my seal back from her if you want to hand Phineas over to the board.
Well then, you've got to be kidding me. How stupid can you be? What possessed you to pawn your official seal? So before I can do the board a favor and turn over Wells, I need to do you a favor first? Forget it then, I won't turn Phineas in. You've got to be kidding me. How stupid can you be?
Oh, it might surprise you.
It might not.
Oh, gosh. That's quite a goof, sir. If you don't mind me saying.
I'm very well aware. Now, let's get back to business.
What business? You can't do anything for me. So before I can do the board a favor and turn over Wells, I need to do you a favor first.
That's the long and short of it, yes.
Fine, I'll go talk to Gladys. Maybe I can work something out.
Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. I'm certain Gladys can be made, well, can probably be made to see reason. I'll be waiting eagerly for your return. Now, is there any way in which I might assist you?
I'm here about Jessie Doyle. I want her debt settled.
Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases.
Compulsory donation? I'll pay it off for her. No, I'm not going to do that. We can persuade and be dumb. Can't she work for you until she earns back what she owes?
I believe the captain is proposing an indenture contract.
I didn't say nothing about her teeth. She's got to be worth more alive than dead.
That's not unreasonable.
I guess it's better than losing your organs, but
Indentures?
it just doesn't seem right.
Miss Doyle is deeply in debt, and the board has every right to do whatever they like to recoup that debt. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate?
She's hiding in sickbay to avoid assassins. I'm sure she'll prefer work. Way I see it, she doesn't have much choice. None, I suppose, but if she doesn't show up for work, just kill her like you planned.
I'm not sure the price of her organs will allow a profit in that case. I expect her liver is, used goods, as it were.
Yeah, probably.
I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work?
I want to ask you something else. I'm not sure if I want to ask him something else, but let's find out.
Be my guest.
What do you do here? Can you get me to Stellar Bay? Does it seem hot in here to you? No, I think we're good. We can probably just bail.
Ask away.
Nope, we're good. Okay, so we've now met Udom Bedford. We've gotten our ship out of lockup. If we want to get into that terminal, we need his password. If we want his password, we'll have to... I believe we have to kill him to get it. I don't think we can pickpocket him. Unless it's in one of these locked doors. But we don't have... This one we might be able to get in. Let's find out what happens. We'll do a quick save.
So, what do you think you're doing?
We can at least get away with one of these. Whatever I want. I'm doing whatever I want to do.
Just don't make more paperwork for me, all right?
So we can go in here, see if there's anything we need. Is Udom's password in here? No. So this must be his quarters. Nothing interesting in here. If we had a higher lockpick, we could get in there, but we don't. Or the elevator keycard. Now, we could try to kill these corporate guards, and probably successfully could, but we'll also piss off everybody on the groundbreaker, and that's not what we're trying to do, at least not yet.
Sometimes sacrifices must be made to stay aligned with the plan.
Okay, so let's go ahead and deal with Jessie. We'll let her know that she has now been
C&P chicken and potatoes at C&P.
she is now a volunteer.
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. At least you finally got your chance to square our debt. That ought to make you smile for once, huh?
Nothing makes me happier than being even. Except being right. That's nice, too.
Got word from Udom, from the hitman who trailed me the other night. Seems I'm indentured to the board now.
Congratulations.
I ain't too elated about going exclusive, but it's better than winding up dead.
I guess.
You sure saved my skin, stranger. All debts between me and Ellie are cleared.
All right, watch yourself while I'm gone. How about you, Ellie?
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jessie. I guess that means I owe you now, right?
Sure.
Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better than average sawbones. If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off.
Better than average, you say? Sounds pretty damn impressive. Are you saying you'll work for me just because I helped Jessie? You really don't like owing people, do you?
It's like people touching a cookie and leaving it in the box. It's just one of those things that gets under my skin.
All right, well, welcome aboard then.
You won't be sorry. Though it looks like you've got a full roster already. Time to play favorites, Captain.
Meet me on my ship. It's docked by the promenade.
Traveling in style, are we? I'll be sure to nab a cabin with a view.
Dr. Fenhill, glad
No,
you're up
you
to
won't.
join
There
us.
are none of those.
It'll be good to have
except for
Sawbones
mine.
on the crew.
My cabin has a view, and you can't have it. It's mine. Okay, so we have now voluntold Jessie Doyle that she's going to be working for the board for nothing for the rest of her life. That was nice of us. And what do we have next here? We can... It's all done. The empty man... Oh, we have to give the data cartridge to Max. Let's go ahead and do that.
Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities?
Perception. You hesitated there, Vicar. What aren't you telling me?
Oh, it's nothing. I suppose I really didn't have much faith in actually finding him. Was a bit of a long shot, wasn't it?
This seems awfully convenient.
I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
All right, sounds good. Let's go. Ooh, and we've got another level up. That's awesome. Let's take advantage of that. Okay, tab. And I want to keep bringing up my tech skills. So now, yeah, now we've got more drug mixing slots for the inhaler. We've got tinkering costs go down, and we can now tinker and improve our weapons in the workbench. That's really important. We can level things up and make them do more damage. So that is excellent. So excellent, in fact. Oh no, that's engineering.
For the Wimbrel? The pirate ship?
So here's sublight salvage, where we can get a job if we want.
Bounty hunter who's been after them? Fuller?
And we also need to go back and talk to Gladys about Udam's seal. Let's see what kind of deal she's willing to make for the seal.
It's almost time for today's episode of The Chairman's Children. Care to listen with me?
Udam told me you have his official board seal. Can I buy it from you?
Depends. What are you planning to do with it?
Forge papers to go to Byzantium, obviously. I'll give it back to its rightful owner. Why do you care? And that's none of your business. Forge papers to go to Byzantium, obviously.
See the lights. Taking a show or two at the infamous Bijou. Could be a treat if you like that kind of thing. All right, I'll sell it to you. But it's gonna cost you dear.
Uh-huh. 8,000 bits? Yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
Anything else, dear?
Nope, that's it.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
Okay, so now the question is, has it been long enough that we can just steal from these people now? Let's go ahead and sleep. Make sure we've... we'll make sure we've had at least 2 in-game days. This is quite convenient that we can just do that right here. We'll go ahead and do 2 more. Because I think that resets the clock on what happens if we get caught stealing. All right. 1 more. Okay. Now, do a quick save just in case we miscalculated here. And steal.
What do you think you're doing?
Yeah, that's right. Persuade. I was just leaving.
You're free to go.
Thank you. So, yeah. Yeah, if there's anything that I would say mechanically is a little off with this game, it is basically just the fact that you can do whatever the hell you want. I mean, if you just put a little bit of time in between your actions, there is nothing stopping you from just stealing everything in sight. So that's great. We stole that. We don't need to do the bits. We don't need to deal with that nonsense. So now we can head back to Udom and let him know that we have his seal.
This is Halcyon Du.
How do you do? Ah, how might I assist you?
I got your seal from Gladys.
Oh my law. You've done it. You've saved my hide. I can't thank you enough. Now then.
She might wonder where it's went, but yeah.
I just have to apply the seal here, sign like so, and ta-da. Here are the forms you'll need once you reach Byzantium. Oh, and a nav key so your ship can travel there. Those authorization forms will let you speak with Sophia when you arrive. I'll send her a message straight away to let her know you're coming. She'll be delighted, I'm sure.
Who's Sophia?
Captain, are you telling me you haven't heard of the adjutant to the chairman of the board?
Nope.
Ms. Akande may just be the most powerful woman in the colony.
Yes, quite. Miss Akande is just the person to take someone with your particular talents and sterling character under her wing.
Sterling
She
character,
can
you
fill
say?
in on all of the board's operations in the colony. Really put your talents to use.
I'm sure she could. All right, I'll be going then.
Best of luck to you, and thank you again. Give my regards to the Unreliable.
Okay, so we've got another level up. Let's go ahead and take that. We get skills and perks this time. So, do we continue leveling up tech? Or do we level up stealth? Well, we can't level up stealth anymore. Now we have to manually level up hacking and lockpicking or dialogue. Let's boost up our dialogue a little bit more. That works for me. And perks, now we can choose from tier 2. Let's see what we've got here. We've got 65% movement penalty to accuracy. That could be useful. 25% of TTD, otherwise known as not VATS, restored per kill. That could be useful. Science weapon damage. Movement speed during TTD. That's actually pretty useful. Bonus to extra headshot weak spot damage. Interactable highlight range. Yeah, that's fine. Vendor prices, I don't care. Quiet weapon damage. Unfortunately, I don't believe there are any ranged weapons with 2.5 or less. So that's not going to work for me. Lone Master, no thank you. Soliloquy, bonus to dialogue skills when you have no companions. Nope. Pack of pack mules. Increase the carrying capacity bonus from your companions. So we could carry even more if we take that. But I think we've got a pretty good carry weight already. Health restored per kill. Well, that's kind of useful. Companion ability cooldowns. Let's take health restored per kill. I think that's going to be pretty good. That'll help us stay alive if we can just kill some things. Okay, so now we have got nav keys to Stellar Bay. We've got a nav key to Byzantium for whenever we want to do that. Now I think it's time that we go and meet the Moon Man. Anybody have any objections to meeting the Moon Man? I'm pretty sure we all want to do that. I still can't believe that Obsidian hasn't made Moon Man masks and sold them, because, yeah, people would buy these. That would be like printing money. Martin Callahan, the Moon Man. Let's put our gun away.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget.
That's understandable, Moon Man. Declan Sobieski says, let's go meet the Moon Man. Yes, indeed. So, you work for Spacer's Choice. Have you ever been to Edgewater?
Heard of it. My orientation Aether Wave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks.
It's not so bad. They're struggling, but they've got good hearts. You aren't missing much. It's a dump.
Not the word I'd use. I think of it more like a... no, I take it back. Dump sums it up nicely.
Well, I liked it fine enough.
I'm sure they're doing their best. That's the Spacer's Choice spirit. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for using it, too.
Canaplex says, yay, Moon Man. Cirque says, Moon Man, come together with your plan. Save me. I know those are lyrics to something. I just don't know what they are. Okay. So we can trade with him. Let's go ahead and do that.
Have a look.
I want to see if he's got... Yeah, he's got Moon Man helmets. So we can buy some of those. And they increase our ability to lie. Let's go ahead and get another one of those. And another one. And another one, because I just like wasting my caps. Or my bits. I am sorry, we are in the outer worlds. I am not spending caps now, am I? Okay, so we've got those. Anything else interesting? Not really. Can we sell him anything? Oh yeah, we can sell some stuff. We can sell you. We can sell you. We can sell you. We can sell you. Still didn't load up. Went out of my way to steal that assault rifle, and I'm not even using it. Revolver we don't need. That's fine. This stuff I want to hold on to for now. And we'll sell all our junk. Okay, so now we can leave there. And we're going to... put on a Moon Man helmet. And we're going to put a Moon Man helmet on Parvati. Because why not? And we're going to put a Moon Man helmet on Vicar Max. Because again, why not? Now, in order to see them, first we have to change some settings around. I did change the... I think it's in gameplay. Show player helmet, show companion helmets. There we go. Now they've got Moon Man helmets. Here we go. Everybody's got a Moon Man helmet. Now, I'm not in third person, so you can't see mine. Unless we go in here. In which case, you now can. Now, one other little thing to do. Wow, these guys are all over the place.
I'll keep quiet.
Okay, you all need to go away. I've got a lock to pick. What are you doing back here? These stevedores are just here making trouble. Go away. Oh, never mind. I can just pick that lock. Okay. Here we have a defective Moon Man helmet. More stuff to steal. Alright, I'm going to close this door so that they don't have line of sight. We're going to take that, take that, take that, take all of that. And is this Moonman helmet different? No, it's not. Oh, that's Vicar Max. I want to see me. Okay, well, whatever. Looks like it's the same as the other ones. Or did it have a special... Did it have a special ability? Temperament increased. Okay, well, we want lying increased. We'll go with that. But I thought there was one that looked different, too. Maybe that's in a different spot. I could have sworn he had a terminal back here. We'll find it. Fairly certain there's more to discover with Martin Callahan. So we can try and pickpocket him as well. Can we get away with it? Let's try it. We can take his Moonman helmet. And daywear. Let's take that. And that. And we'll take his bits and his ammo. Okay, but he's still got his outfit on. I thought there was a terminal for him. Maybe we have to go somewhere else to find it.
What's happening on Terra 1?
Maybe it's back this way?
This is Halcyon News.
Hmm.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the
Maybe he lives in one of these?
And
No.
now for a special word from
Well, let's go talk to him some more. All right, let's see here. Rusty Nails says, yay, Soundgarden reference. Okay, that's it. I get it now. Moonman, Spoonman. I get it. Okay. I could have sworn there was a terminal back here. Okay, maybe we'll figure it out later. Maybe we won't. Let's continue talking to him. He's kind of interesting.
Have you tried our dehydrated water tablets? Just
Dehydrated water tablets.
Don't take my word for it. See for yourself. Make a choice. Spacer's choice.
Hey, we're wearing the same hat.
I got you too? Same hat. How right you are. Looks really good on you. What a snug fit on your giant head. Hope you're very happy in there.
You think he means it?
As a consumer-facing representative of Spacer's Choice, I'm obligated to project honest testimony, including what I just said. Wear it with pride, with hope. No one can take that away from you.
I've got to ask you about the hat.
I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our Consumer Care Headwear Division.
Speak up. I can't hear you.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom.
You doing all right in there?
Oh, I'm having a stellar day. And not just because I'm legally obligated to say so. Almost as stellar as Spacer's Choice is affordable.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice. Can you see in there?
I can see all of the top quality merchandise in the Spacer's Choice catalog, which is available here at a reasonable price.
I'm sure it is. How do you brush your teeth?
Spacer's Choice regrets that we don't sell toothpaste at this time, but we're always working on delivering exciting new products to our customers. Sprat wash, mouthwash, and Mantafloss are among the exciting line of dental goods currently in development.
Catching up on the chat, Declan says, I would think that it's a little weird when a person wearing a Moon Man head crouches down and pickpockets someone and then picks a door lock. Yes, but I can get away with it. It's fine because, you know, game rules. Cirque says, would have been killer to steal Moon Man away as a companion. I agree. I think that would have been awesome. And Canaplex says the terminal is to his left down the stairs along the wall. Awesome. I will look for that. I knew there was one. I knew I wasn't crazy. Do you miss eating solid food?
Don't miss out on these deals. You'll find none like them on all of Groundbreaker. Or anywhere in the Halcyon colony.
Do you have to sleep with that on?
Trouble sleeping? Try our Lunar Eclipse mix. That's 2 handfuls of pep pills washed down with a hearty swig of 2-hour energy brew. The blast will send you through the stratosphere, and the crash will knock you out cold, guaranteed.
Does Spacer's Choice make you wear that?
Add an additional 10% to your purchase today, and the proceeds will be donated to Spacer Cares, our premier corporate welfare program. At Spacer's Choice, we care about your health and emotional well-being. That's why we put Martin through 6 years of vendor school, only to make him wear this hat.
Do you need me to help get you out of there?
Even if my contract didn't forbid it, I think it's part of me now. Now, are you ready to make Spacer's Choice Lunar Green Moonmouth lozenges a part of you? Lunar Green, the future is spearmint.
I am addressing the man beneath the mask. Are you okay?
Damn it. No slogan for that one. Look, this hat, my job, it may not seem like much to a brave space captain, but they're all that I have. If there are self-made purgatories, then we all have to live in them. Mine can be no worse than someone else's. Now, if we're done with the chit-chat, I hope you don't mind if I make the most of this short life and try to be the best moon person I can be.
Sorry if I pushed you too hard, Martin.
It's fine. I should be stronger than this. Thanks for taking an interest. Speaking of interest, can I interest you in some quality budget goods? At Spacer's Choice, we cut corners so you don't have to.
These slogans are amazing. What do you sell here?
Anything and everything. Whatever you want, we got it. And when you need a replacement, we got that too.
Must be shoddy quality if it needs replacing.
Just the opposite. Spacer's Choice items are always new. Hot off the shelves, because customers just can't stop buying new stuff. Oh, sorry. Got the line wrong. You want me to do it again?
If you wouldn't mind.
Spacer's Choice items are always new, hot off the shelves, because customers just can't stop improving their lives with our fine products. You could go broke buying overpriced Aramid gear, or you could buy from us at a much more reasonable rate.
But it sounds like Aramid gear won't break the first time you use it. Cheap crap versus the good stuff. I get it.
We're here with an active inventory whenever you like, with a smile on our face, no less.
All right, Martin, I think I've tormented you enough. So Canaplex says the terminal is to his left, down the stairs, along the wall. All right, so his left. Just make sure I didn't miss stairs back here. No. Okay, so to his left, It's not down there. So maybe in medical bay? No. To his right? Maybe to his right.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Spacer...
To his left. Up the stairs along the wall?
CNP Burst Pockets can be microwaved in 2.5 seconds. Burst Pockets.
Alright, well now I want to find his terminal. I definitely do not see where that might be. Through here? No. I must be missing something really obvious here. That's the med bay again. Oh, that's an up. I thought it was down. Okay. So, to the left, up the stairs.
CNP Burst Worst. It's not the worst unless it's worst worst.
Still betting on the tossball series? I know you were trying to stop.
Spratwurst. Maybe it's this door. No. That's sublight. It's definitely not in there.
CNP, I can't believe it's not forced. It's unbelievable how good it is.
Huh. Alright, I'm pretty sure if I jump down there, I'm going to die. Maybe it's this way? Not in the rest and go.
Who knows?
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste for
Definitely not there. I know he's got a terminal in here somewhere.
About your plan, Mr. Vicker.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh, right. You had a
Okay.
question?
We're just going to see what the Google machine says. "60 tons of cosmic dust falls to Earth each day." That is true. It's right beside the spinning ad thing you walked past by the stairs. Yep. Uh-huh. Okay. Spinning ad thing by the stairs.
CNP Borston Baked Beans. When you need to eat and run,
This?
Borston Baked Beans is the only.
I don't think this is his terminal. Oh, it is. Okay. Access user. That's why I was missing it. I thought he had his own private terminal. All right. Well, this makes it easier. Access user M. Callahan. From SC Spacer's Choice. From Spacer's Choice Manager 541. Subject, the hat. You made your Spacer's Choice when you signed the employment contract. I keep telling you the hat doesn't fit right. There's something wrong with it. How many people have worn this thing before me? Is this my life now? Because if it is, I'll take it. I'll be your moon man, but there won't be anything left of me to care. To Mama C. Subject, hi, Mom. Are you okay, honey? Mom. Hi, Mom. Hope you're doing well. Thought I'd check in. Engineers visit the shop a bunch. I remember when I used to turn a wrench back home on Terra 2. Lilia Hagen over in Sublight told me that I could always pursue a career in salvage if this thing doesn't work out. Please give Dad and the others a hug from me. Mom, it's really great that we can stay in touch like this. Little reminders of home are more important than ever. Enjoy the quality Spacer's Choice goods I sent. You can get ones just like them at home, but I figured you might appreciate me getting the company discount and all. Aw, look at that. He's a wonderful son. Public notices. The heat. I know it's bad. As the one whose office is closest to our radiators, you can imagine why I want to take 3 showers a day. I hear you. We've got eyes on the problem, and hands and tools. It's a mechanical problem with a mechanical solution. In the meantime, enjoy some additional water rations and take breaks. You deserve them. If you're thirsting for cooler air, talk to your closest engineer about spots with favorable circulation. JT, that must be Junlei Tennyson. Conoplex says, haha, yep, it only took me running past it 35 times. Seeking contractor, Sublight Salvage. Seeking ethically flexible spacer with Stellar Bay landing clearance. Payment in exchange for return of legal salvage. Details given upon acceptance of contract. Active warrants, prior convictions, no questions asked. Our background checks filter out criminal red flags. Plausible deniability is the Sublight way. So Lilia Hagen for details. Warehouse next to the Spratwurst joint, 2nd floor. Loitering on board property is strictly prohibited. The Halcyon Holdings corporate office and its environs are for conducting official board business only. Anyone found misusing board property will be fined accordingly. Board property includes, but is not limited to, Halcyon Holdings office here on Groundbreaker, the space directly in front of my desk, the space directly behind my desk, my doorway, my berth, and most importantly, my stairs. Thank you for your cooperation. Udam Bedford, Certified Liaison. P.S. Please note that the next spacer caught drinking on the stairs outside the embassy may find themselves on the rude side of an airlock. P.P.S. This is the 3rd time I've had to post this message, and I'm sick and tired of it. I will not hesitate to open a board-sanctioned investigation into your behavior, and when you are caught, punish you accordingly, Phoenix Millstone. So that is the new companion that will be waiting for us at our ship. That's awesome. So very good. We found it. Thank you to Canoplex for the directions. Declan Sobieski says, Hippopotamonstrous... okay, is the name for someone with a fear of long words. Okay. Have fun with that one, tough guy. All right. So, next up, what do we have? We need to go meet Junlei. Now that we have learned about Martin. I'm pretty sure that's all we have left here. Let's just make sure. So we can meet Sophia anytime we want by going to Byzantium. Solution vital. So that's a quest we'll need to do. We'll see how much time we have left here, but my thinking is we'll do that next time. Salvager in the sky. Speak with Lilia Hagen. All right, so maybe we'll do that before we go too. And then drinking sapphire wine. Introduce Parvati to Junlei. Puppet Masters, yep. Passage anywhere. Okay, so yeah, so the only real reason to talk to Junlei is to introduce Parvati. I haven't decided if I want to be horrible to Parvati or not in this playthrough. There might be a difference between being a horrible maniac in general and being really, really horrible to a character. I guess we'll find out. But we don't have to make that decision right now. We're going to have a little quest we can do here.
Must be housed on a sub-level.
I could spend all day in here and not have looked at half the best stuff. It's all pretty worn.
First, we'll look at Junlei's terminal. Daily checklist. Radiator temp, plumbing overflow, life support, crew morale, scheduled landings, checklist maintenance, brush teeth. You can do this, Junlei. So it sounds like she's just a little stressed. Personal files, back bays. More complaints about the state of the bay. I already told the Mardettes they're free to flush out McRed and his outlaws. They're so knotted up seeking warrants and paper justifications that they want someone else to solve all their problems off the record. Sorry, boys, not my job. Promenade status. Morale has dipped 18% since Martin Callahan showed up. It's that damn mask. Found another listening device in my office. Thing was the size of a toss ball with a card leading all the way back to Sublight. Subtle as always, Lilia. Could have sworn with a cord leading all the way back to Sublight. Could have sworn the auto-mechanical chef arrived with a company tech. No record of the guy leaving the station. We'll have to look into it. Sprat infestation at the Rest and Go is getting out of hand. Ethel better not be ranching those critters again, or I swear by law I'll airlock her stall. And messages. From Udom Bedford, my dear lady. The implications of your accusations cause my breath to hitch in my throat. Oh, he's such a drama queen. I am certain that we can arrive at an agreeable understanding for what is a board liaison, if not a facilitator of handshakes between great powers, much like the board and yourself. When you do decide to return to the negotiation table, consider once again the embassy expansion plans I laid out. Gestures of good faith do not go unpaid. To Udom Bedford. Subject, obstructionist. The board rejected my request for new radiator parts. Again, even after I greased their wheels with some targeted donations. Funny thing, when I used my admin privileges to survey the outgoing comms, I noticed some activity from your office. You chose your words carefully, but I plucked a juicy phrase from the transcript. Let the frog boil a while longer, and now I have no radiator parts. You're playing with our lives. Did they install you on my ship just to get under my skin, or are you pulling this shit for fun? So it sounds like Junlei and Udom do not have a friendly relationship, and that he had the chance to help the ship with its overheating problem and chose to torment them in the hopes that they would give up at least some of their independence. Let's meet Junlei.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
I'm captain of the Unreliable, recently unshackled from Groundbreaker's impound.
Good for you. Hope you scared some sense into those bureaucrats giving you trouble. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardets, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
I'll do whatever I can to help you keep the peace. I'll try not to start any fights, but I might have to end some.
Ain't that always the way? So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
Now that my ship's out of impound, I can safely say I'm headed for Monarch. None of your business, or just passing through. Let's tell her where we're going.
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
I'll take that as a compliment. Let's see here. It seems kind of warm in here. What's going on? What's it like being in command? You don't have a lot of faith in the board. Or we can throw Parvati to the wolves. Parvati, you wanted to talk to Junlei? Go ahead.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Nudge Parvati to continue.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if, well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Silently encourage, say nothing. Or Parvati, don't be shy about requesting time off if you need to compare notes in person.
Right. In person. Sure thing, Captain. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry.
See, I mean, this character, she's adorable. How could you not just love this character? She's so wholesome in every way. Even on an evil playthrough, I don't think I can be horrible to her. I just don't. All right, so Whisper, nice job, Parvati.
Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention.
Well, it seems kind of warm in here. I'll bet that would lead to a nice little side quest.
Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're
Do they
dumping
now?
superheated air
Imagine
into my
that.
ship.
I'm sure your capable staff can stay ahead of the problem.
My engineers have managed to keep the heat to livable levels, but all the fixes are temporary. This wound is bound to fester. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner.
Oh yeah, surely the board doesn't want the Groundbreaker to roast. Is there no room for compromise? There's no option here for radiator parts? You mean the things I took from downstairs when I murdered those raider people?
None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone aboard, will be cooked alive.
I found some parts lying around the back bays. Will these do the job?
Those are... Wow. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Remarkable. How did you... I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation.
All right. Define slight. I got your parts. Why do I have to go to some maintenance shaft?
If every repair was a one-woman job, I wouldn't need an engineering team. As it is, my staff is busy keeping the station from melting down.
Excuses,
You can flip a switch
excuses.
for me, but you can't install these parts. Not quickly, at least. Not on the first try. Able, though, you've proven to be.
All right, fine. I'll make my way down there.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You
No,
don't
we
got a thing to
won't.
worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll see how gentle we are, Parvati. We will see. All right, so now
Halcyon News. We interrupt your...
let's make sure we've got the right quest highlighted. Happiness is a warm spaceship. Just a little Beatles reference there.
Been private. Missed 3 shifts.
My dad
Take
taught me
the elevator down.
stuff about omelets and, fromage. I could take a look at that journal.
By all means. I would be astounded, yet astronomically in your debt.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing at all about eggs and cheese in here. Sorry.
Very helpful. Thank you.
Oh my.
The controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Keep clear of the radiators. You don't
Okay.
need to kill the manipulars, but I'd be mighty grateful if you did. I've got this thing about giant insects.
Yeah, I think life's going to be easier if I do.
We can handle this. That one's done for.
Okay, I think we're in the clear. Nope, we've got one up here yet.
That's the last of them.
There we go. Okay, so we take out some of the exploding barrels. And we have a terminal here. Let's take a look at it. Poofy the God in the chat says, well, if it ain't fisty, you helped me get through Fallout 76 way easier. Awesome. Well, I'm glad you found my videos helpful. We're here having a little bit of fun in the Outer Worlds tonight. I'm glad you were able to join us. Stick around. We're going to make some more bad decisions here before the night is out, I'm sure. Archived logs and transmissions. Arrival confirmation. To HHB Earth HQ, transmitted via probe, archived at source. It is my honor to report the Groundbreaker has successfully arrived at the Lagrange point, having released our cargo of prefab housing, settlers, and supplies at their intended colony worlds. May they prosper and expand. Now that stages 1 and 2 of the mission have been carried out, my family will take ownership of the Groundbreaker as specified in our contract, keeping the ship in active duty as an independent trading post, repair shop, and cargo bay. I'd be remiss if I closed this transmission without sending my hopes and best wishes back to Earth. There's so much ahead of us, but we'll never forget what we left behind. Chief Guying. And next up, a stern reminder. Some very rich and unsavory elements among our colonial neighbors seem to have the wrong idea about why I flew us out here. It wasn't for a 9-figure blood money salary and a Spacer's Choice logo stamped on my ass. It wasn't to nickel and dime passing ships out of their last bit. Groundbreaker has no role in the success or failure of Halcyon's corporate entities. Period. I negotiated that understanding and clearly outlined it in writing before I ever set foot on this ship. If anyone wants to dispute or compromise our independence, they will answer to a Tennyson. We're a family operation. Even when the last Tennyson falls, Groundbreaker will remember us and defend its freedom accordingly. So we get a little bit of a history there on the Groundbreaker. The Tennyson family has, they flew the ship here and maintained it, and that was part of the deal, was they brought all the colonists to Halcyon in exchange for getting this ship to themselves, or the space station rather, once it was all said and done. So that's how they maintain their independence from the corporations. Pretty smart deal.
Quietly now.
All right, let's see what else we've got here. Okay, we're in the same place.
Good news. Song tells me the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of mantis. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next.
Oh, that's a shame.
Sneak past if you can. Shoot back if you need to. I can always fix them later.
Yeah, I'm gonna murder all of them.
Here we go.
Investigating.
Okay, I need to make sure I've got the right weapons on here. We need the Deadeye assault rifle. There we go.
Everyone all right?
Oh, looks like our companions are dealing with everything on their own. Okay. Maybe we've got some more mechanicals on the other side of the wall here. All right, we're going to take care of you.
Here we go. That's one down.
Uh-oh. Parvati's down. Max seems to be okay. Do we still have one alive? I think. Nope. They must be clear. Okay. Climb down. We'll find ourselves where we need to make these repairs. I think there's going to be another... Yep. Alright, 2 shots. Easy enough. So as you can tell, the combat in this game is not terrifically challenging. It's fun for its brief moments, but this game is all about dialogue. All right, that's the terminal.
I have the parts in position on my side. Go ahead and cycle the droplet pumps. And if you don't...
Let's do it. Cycle the droplet pumps. And... oh, we got new information there. We'll listen to her and we'll read that terminal.
Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
Yes, it does. Thank you very much. Lithium fluid pressure at 99%, so we've cooled things off. All right, we've got 2 new entries here, cobbled together. Fluid circulation pump terminal. The staff is getting restless. Workarounds and half-cocked solutions are all we've got to mend Groundbreaker's bones. In many cases, we can't revive one system without cannibalizing another. Grandma lived with that reality, and so will I. I can rally our spirits, but what happens when I'm not around? Groundbreaker's real test will be seeing if our independence outlasts me. I'll take that bet. Old plans, new problems. Found some of Chief Guiying's old schematics. Groundbreaker must have taken a beating during the crossing because she spent half of her career patching it up. Lots of corners cut when they put this place together. Among her papers, I also found the layout of a hangar that doesn't match any of my docks. Something that might have gotten sealed off along the way, like blood cells isolating an infection. I hate to put sentiment down on print, but every time I open a panel or find some workaround in the guts of this old bird, it's like I can feel you reaching out to me from the past, Grandma. Well, isn't that sweet? June Lei has taken the family business to heart. She's maintained this place for quite some time and seems to have done a good job. So now we're going to head back up to June Lei and get our reward. And then we're going to initiate another side quest too. Right, can I jump down here without breaking my legs? Nope. Legs broken. Oh well. Ooh, that's right. Speaking of the inhaler that I just used, I now have 2 new slots. So what else can I do? Sell tuna fillets. They give me increased base health for minutes. That's good. I've got 15 of those, so that's useful. Pet pills. Companion ability cooldown. I don't care about that. Focus it all capsule. That's not too bad, but do I have cigarettes? Stogie Slims. Reduced ranged weapon sway. Ranged weapon spread, that's pretty good. Caffeine drink mind attributes. Natural health regeneration for bread. Tartarus sauce. Nicopad. So I'm pretty sure that what it does is once you consume all of an item, it will just replace it with a similar item. So let's go ahead and do that, because why not get some extra benefits when we use the inhaler? And now we'll make our way back up to June Lei. Get our reward.
Who wants to play an impromptu tossball match?
And then we'll initiate a couple of other side quests before we leave the Groundbreaker. Excuse me. Okay.
This is Halcyon News.
And before I forget, we're going to do a little tinkering. So right now this is level 11. We want to tinker. Okay, so I do really detest how they pop that thing up over everything. It makes things really awkward. Okay, tinker costs 37. Well, yes, I'll do that. Why not? And 77, yes. So basically what tinkering does is it's going to increase the damage of a weapon. You just want to bear in mind that it has diminishing returns. You don't want to tinker too much. Otherwise, because eventually you'll replace this stuff. And if you start at a really low level, you're just going to cost yourself a ton of bits. So yeah, 687, that's a bit much. Long Ranger, yeah, we might as well. We can do it a little bit, but I think it's probably not worth tinkering much past level 10. It's not. Plasma rifle, same kind of thing. We'll eventually get one that's a higher level. Probably one more. Yeah, that's good. 378. Nah, we're good there. Okay, prismatic hammer. That's the one Parvati has. 62 bits. 114, that's good enough. Flamethrower. That's already actually pretty high level, so we can take that up a little bit more. And the nice thing here is just because a weapon is higher level doesn't mean you can't use it or your companions can't use it. You still can. So that's good. Breakdown. Okay, we can get rid of this plasma rifle, that assault rifle, that bolter pistol, and that assault rifle as well. We're good to go there. I'm fine with that. Okay, so we did what we needed to do. We got a little more damage there. Let's go talk to Junlei. There's a room we can sneak into if we pickpocketed her or killed her. We're not going to do that, at least not yet.
What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
All right, well, sounds good. We'll be on our way. And we've got Groundbreaker reputation increased. And Edma Ingmeyer has something to say to us, which is going to give us another little side quest.
You aiming to send a message? If so, we best do it now while we still got time.
Why would we run out of time? You headed somewhere?
Me? No. But our relaying capabilities? That's on the final countdown. We're going offline in 3, 2, 1.5... No. Wait, I've lost track of my weeks. Maybe it was 36 or... sometime dire soon.
Okay, then. Dumb. We have a dumb dialogue option here. We haven't seen one of these in a while. All these numbers are confusing me.
They're beside the point. I just mean, you got limited time before the equipment goes non-functional. You see? Our primary relay station's soon to be occluded by a gas giant. Happens every 40 years or thereabouts. The event's forecasted to last for months, during which we'll lose signal to the station.
That'll put the whole system in a right dire situation.
We've got backup auxiliary relays, but the one currently in orbital range went offline some months ago. We can't spare people for routine maintenance.
Okay, well, let's see here. Sounds like it's time to get the auxiliary station back online.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I finally got the chief to approve the budget for a diagnostic expedition. But allocating the personnel loss for sending a technical team to the relay station keeps getting denied by Junlei. The chief.
Let's see here. What's in it for me if I investigate your relay problem?
You save my comm center from chaos. I guarantee I'll get the chief to authorize some payment forms with your name on them while you're out fixing the station.
All right. Sounds like a plan to me. Okay, so I guess I just accept it with this one? Okay.
I should say no, but why not? Maybe you can figure out why it's offline. I'll send you with an equipment manual. Hopefully we'll get lucky, or I'll get my approval in time.
Hope you don't mind if I borrow that manual when you're done with it, Captain. I could do with some leisure reading.
Oh, and I'll need
when
you
I'm
to
done with
retrieve
it, you can have it
a
now.
copy
I'm
of
not
the
going to read
backup
it.
data. I gotta forward any messages from Earth stored in the memory. Better late than never, eh?
Yes, Parvati, you can have it when I'm done with it, because I'm done with it now. My job is to go in there and kill things until things work again, and if other things need fixed, that's what you're here for. So, retrieve a copy of the relay's backup data, got to forward any messages from Earth stored in the memory, better late than never. You just left messages from Earth sit in memory on an orbital relay?
It's not like they're in high demand. Most tend to be adverts on new products, meaning only folks in Byzantium can afford them. I'm sure the station's got a stack of junk messages just waiting for me to sort through.
I bet you're right. All right, I'm off then. So we've got that little side quest we can do anytime we're ready. And the last thing we need to do on Groundbreaker is go talk to Lilia Hagen of Sublight. We're not going to do her quest right now, but we're going to meet her and learn a little bit about her organization before we call it a night. And then in our next stream, which will be tomorrow night, we'll be able to do
Now,
we'll
this
be
should
able to
prove
do these side quests.
interesting, to say the least.
Yes, it should, Max. Yes, it should. So first things first, we've got a terminal here. Warehouse terminal, messages. From Lilia Hagen, subject, don't run. We lost another contractor to a UDL gunship. This is your daily reminder that legitimate businesses don't run from the authorities, and that is what we are. Stay calm. Present your papers. If you get tangled up in the courts, I will personally bail you out. Anyone seen Hawthorne lately? I could use some reliable help. So Hawthorne must be Alex Hawthorne. So we can presume from that that our former unreliable captain worked for Sublight. Subject, Fallbrook shipments. Unlike most of you sprats, Catherine is bringing Sublight a consistent income. From today until I say so, you're to treat her as an extension of my desk. Speaking of which, Tobias, order an extension for my desk. LH, Fallbrook shipment. Purpleberry liqueur, lots. Spectrum vodka, even more than that. Erotica, generic. The locals aren't picky. Erotica, exotic. Except for the ones who are. Space cake surprise. I don't know what this is, but it was on last month's order list, so either track some down or do your best in the kitchen. Black Hole Holcomb signed tossball poster. P.S. Tobias, where are we with that desk extension? And finally, this week in salvage. My scanner says the Mardits impounded a freelancer ship after the captain misbehaved. The crew dropped so many bits at Vera's place that they can't afford to lift the impound. Whoever gets me salvage rights gets to sit quietly in my office and watch a professional work. One of ours had an altercation with one of theirs, lost another contractor, scrapped the ship, dedicated a tenth of the salvage to funeral expenses. I take care of my people. A little sprat told me that a crate of spoiled cysty pork ended up at the bottom of a Monarch Canyon. Let's see how much we can sell. Speaking of which, no one eat at Auntie Cleo's stall until I say so. Something in the kitchen's gone bad. The next time one of us finds an abandoned ship and decommissions it, they had better dispatch a ground team to the debris field before the marauders have their turn. Just because we're salvagers doesn't mean we have to be scavengers. So that tells us a little bit about Sublight's business. We can make our way upstairs where we'll meet Lilia Hagen, one of the more colorful characters in the game.
I'm not winded. Honest. My boot was untied.
Would hate for you to get left behind, or architect forbid, become lost.
We're not leaving her behind, Max. What are you talking about? Max is kind of a dick. Is it just me, or is Max a dick? I think Max is a dick. Interesting character, but definitely a dick. And who are you? Oh, you're Tobias. You're the guy who's supposed to do the desk thing.
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business for legitimate consumers. You the one flying the unreliable?
Everybody's got their slogan, and Sublights is a legitimate business for legitimate consumers. The name's Captain Old Man McRib. That's right, name's Captain Hawthorne.
Sure you are. Miss Lily has been expecting you. I'll unlock the door.
That's a good idea, Tobias. So you're a Sublight employee?
Sure am. A few years back, they got me started on simple acquisitions. You know those latches they put on cargo bays ain't worth a damn? These days, I stick to HQ and look after Miss Lilia.
All right, I should get going. And catching up on the chat, Cirque says, don't knock Sisty Bacon, melts in your mouth, not in your hand. Well, I guess that's good. But it's Sisty Bacon, so I don't know. I mean, it sounds pretty disgusting to me. Okay, so we've got some security people in here. We can go out on the deck here. Lilia's got quite the view. We could try to pick the lock to her quarters if we wanted to. Let's examine this. Dangerous Frontiers by Ophelia Sweeney. It is intriguing how we devoted our resources to the stars when there were still so many problems to be solved on Earth. Exposing our fragile species to the breadth of the cosmos renders settlers and spacers alike vulnerable to the mysteries of other worlds. The fate of an outbound civilization could hinge on a single miscalculation, an unobserved variable, and any number of alien catastrophes. Recklessness and impatience are perhaps hardwired features of humanity and not errors in our genes, as others might imply. We're going to finish this one up here shortly after this conversation, but let's get through it here. All right. What else do we have here? We have more interesting stuff. Examine this. Sublight, a legitimate business. Contractors. If the authorities are on your heels, our legal team has pre-approved you to recite this passage from our colonial trading rights. Pursuant to regulations following internally preserved Borst, such a business entity would therefore be entitled to gather, maintain, and ultimately dispose of decommissioned agricultural hardware and accessories for profit or convenience. The short version, if we handle potted meat, we can legally salvage tractors and tractor parts. That's why I keep a can of Borst in a Sublight-owned safe deposit box off-world, and why the goods you bring in are cataloged as farm equipment. Everything we do is perfectly legal. Now go bring home some bacon. Some Sisty Pig bacon. And it looks like she's got a pack of smokes there that she probably wouldn't like it if we stole. And let's have a conversation with Lilia Hagen.
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down. Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you wouldn't have come.
Well, I know a little bit. Lie. Never heard of you.
Not a word. Pity. My guy in marketing is about to lose his other thumb.
Oh, I hope so.
It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere.
I didn't kill him. Don't let Ada hear you calling her ship names.
Is Ada still at the helm? I don't know how many times I told Hawthorne to restore that smartass to factory settings. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings. But there's a catch.
Just like in the serials.
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested?
Catching up on the chat here, Canaplex says, definitely enjoying the stream. You're quite the entertaining human. Well, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it. If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested? I can get into Stellar Bay. Tell me about the job.
One of my guys in Stellar Bay has a lead on some high-grade salvage, but he went dark before he could spill the goods. We arranged a drop at the Saltuna warehouse's loading dock. Find whatever he left there and take it to Fallbrook. My gal Catherine will be expecting you.
What kind of salvage are we looking for?
When the board pulled out of Monarch, they buried or sealed anything they couldn't carry off-world. Apparently, one of Catherine's teams uncovered an abandoned lab with full tanks of Alta Vitae gas.
So I'm going after Alta Vitae gas. What exactly is that?
It's exactly 1 million bits per cubic meter. Before you get too excited, the only thing rarer than Alta Vitae gas is a reliable buyer. Dangerous stuff. Acid for the nuclein in your cells. It's no good to anyone outside of a lab.
Ah, yes, Alta Vitae. I knew someone who inhaled it by accident. I'd never seen anybody spontaneously combust before.
I see your friend here is the brains of the operation.
Clearly.
Good. Every salvage crew needs one.
All right, I will take the job.
Now, get going. Catherine will brief you on the details when you check in with her at Fallbrook. One last thing. When you're on the job, keep a pair of eyes in the back of your head. Understood?
Okay. What am I looking for? I feel like we missed an opportunity for dumb dialogue there.
Don't go looking for anything, except salvage. Just watch out. You'll do fine. Probably nothing to worry about. Probably.
Well, that set me at ease.
Okay, so we've been given yet another quest. And that is the end of that. I don't think there's anything else we need to do on the Groundbreaker now. So we've got the Puppet Masters. Nope, that's taking us to Byzantium. We're not going to do that yet. Passage to anywhere. We can tell Dr. Wells we have the nav key. Don't need to do that yet. We found a science weapon. We do still need to go get Dr. Wells' science weapon, but that only takes a second. We can do that anytime. The silent voices, we can go do that. Distress signal takes us to Roseway. That's a whole side quest. Solution vital. Find Captain Irion on Scylla. Space crime continuum. That's companion quests. Yeah, we are done. There is nothing else.
Caught bending the law. I am not keen on another long-term penitentiary assignment.
So, catching back up on the chat here, Declan says, I think Fisty could take the most boring game and make it interesting. Well, thank you for that. Hopefully we don't have to play the most boring games. I think this one's pretty fun. But with that, it is we have crossed the 3-hour mark, and that was my target for tonight. And we did do what I planned to do anyway, which was to go ahead and make sure that we got everything triggered in Groundbreaker that we needed to, so that in the next stream, which will be tomorrow night around 8 o'clock Eastern, we can go and do some of these side quests and jump around and see some of the different worlds. We're going to do some of the quicker ones first, I think, and then maybe jump into one big one. But yeah, so that's going to wrap it up for tonight, everybody. I really, really appreciate. Declan says, absolutely love the stream tonight, Fisty. Keep up the great content. Good night. Good night to you. And Cirque says, night, night. Don't let the cysty pigs bite. I will do my best. Fortunately, there are no cysty pigs at home. Only a brand new internet connection that didn't drop me a single time tonight. As far as I can tell, we had good stream quality all night, and that makes me really happy. That's what I wanted to see, and if I consistently see that, we may see more streams in the future. So we'll cross all those bridges when we come to them. Join me tomorrow night around 8 o'clock Eastern, where we'll continue the Outer Worlds. Thank you to everybody tonight. And by the way, if you are not subscribed yet, we are just on the verge of 3,000 subscribers. So if you're not subbed, go ahead and hit that subscription button. All that good stuff. Otherwise, I will see everyone tomorrow night. I've got a few Fallout 76 videos to produce tomorrow. So I don't know if I'll be doing a really long stream tomorrow night, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. All right. Good night, everyone. I thank you all for coming around. See you tomorrow.